Good afternoon. I'd like to call to order the Sioux Falls City Council informational meeting for Monday, October 15th, 2007. First order of business will be the City Council staff report. Tamara?
Good afternoon, City Council. I have a couple reminders for you. The first reminder is that at today's joint meeting at 5 o'clock, please make an amendment at the approval of the regular agenda to move item 4 before item 1 on the agenda, as the presentation group needs to be across town by 6 o'clock. There's a reminder that there will be 3 annexations walked in at the City Council meeting this evening. The items are updated on Granicus if you need specific details. They will be items 25, 26, and 27. Per a previous request by Councilmember Jamerson, I would advise you that the most recent updated executive order indicates the transfer of the Media Services Department from the Planning Department to the Central Services Department. There is a Breakfast Club meeting this Wednesday, October 17th at 7:30 a.m. at the Washington Pavilion Leonardo's Cafe. The subject of this month's meeting is a preview of legislative issues that will be pursued during the next legislative session. And there will be a panel discussion at the Carnegie Town Hall on Thursday, October 25th, 2007, starting at 7 o'clock p.m. and going till about 9 or 9:30. The League of Women Voters will be monitoring this panel discussion concerning removing caps on liquor licenses in municipalities. And the last item is that I have some sympathy cards going around. Make sure you sign them, please, and make sure I get them at the end of the meeting. Thank you. That's all.
Thank you, Tamara. Next, we have Mayor Munson's office. I see Gary Caldwell. Is there anything to report, sir?
No report.
Very good. Thank you. Mr. Cooper.
Mike Cooper, Planning and Building Services. I just wanted to quickly explain the request for the walk-ins tonight, the 3 annexation resolutions. The city staff, Planning and Public Works, have been working with Ted Toms and his proposed development plans for quite some time. As a result of the discussions by the IRAB and the City Council on the lift station policy, we've been working with Ted to modify his request to only include those properties that we can sewer without lift stations. And in working with his consulting engineer on determining the area that could be served and making the legal descriptions correct, it took a little longer than we had anticipated. And so Ted was asking that we could bring those in for tonight as opposed to waiting until the first part of November, which would then delay him the following month to go onward with the Planning Commission hearing. So that was the purpose of the walk-ins. The 3 annexation resolutions, and I can talk more about this tonight, and Mark will be here as well if you have questions about streets and utilities, but those parcels can be served without a lift station. And I just wanted to brief you as to why they're being walked in tonight. Any questions?
Dr. Staggers.
Yeah, Mike, we now have a policy on lift stations. Do you anticipate that in the near future they're going to be bringing in a proposal to annex with a lift station?
I'm not expecting that that's going to happen. You mean this particular developer?
Yes.
Okay. What he's bringing in tonight would equal about 155 acres of land. And if you look at the timeline of what it would take to develop those acres, what we've discussed with him is that by the time he's ready to expand into another area beyond that, we'll probably have in our 5-year CIP the additional sewer capacity to accommodate him. So we think it's kind of a win-win schedule for both the developer and for the city.
Do you know if he's going to be here tonight?
I believe that a representative of his will be here tonight, I believe. So we can ask him that question as well.
Anybody else have anything? Mr. Kavanaugh.
Mike, I noticed from the some of the written comments from staff, in all 3 of these cases, these parcels, it's indicated that this is not part of the 2015 growth management plan, but we're still okay since it is contiguous to and it's serviceable by sewer. I assume that's okay.
Yes.
Is there any? Are we looking at changing that 2015?
Yes.
Okay.
2 things. We now have a land use amendment process that you've gone through many times, which not only deals with proposed changes within the 2015 plan, but also because the plan is a guideline and it obviously can get out of date. It's a process that we can bring to you and say, we've looked at this proposal, it is contiguous, we do have the capability to work with the developer to bring the services to that within a reasonable period of time. So that's the land use amendment process that they would be going through after the annexation. And yes, we are looking at updating the 2015 plan.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anything else for Mr. Cooper?
Thank you.
Very good. Thank you, Mike. Next, item number 4 would be the Audit Committee.
No report.
Thank you, Pat. Number 5 is Fiscal Committee. Anybody speak for the Fiscal Committee here today?
No report.
Very good. Thanks again, Pat. Land Use Committee.
No report.
Thank you, Mr. Jameson. Public Services Committee.
No report.
Very good. Well, now it brings us to item 8, the City Council open discussion. Are there any items that any councilors want to be made of to the public? Vernon?
I just wanted to update the council that the Performance Management Group has been meeting. We just met again last week to look at some models that Public Works, Mark Cotter, had put together, as well as the Finance Department. And so there is progress being made, and we're also visiting about an RFP for the first initial survey that would help us understand better what citizens want in terms of taxpayer dollars spent. So we are making some progress. I believe we're meeting again in 2 weeks to go further down that path.
Thanks for that, Vernon. I know that's an easy thing to talk about and a hard thing to actually implement, so thanks for your hard work on that. Staff report.
Yeah, I have a comment.
Dr. Staggers.
Yes, right. Item number 21, this resolution dealing with 21st Street, the Boulevard, about levying frontage assessment and all that kind of stuff. Probably what I'm going to do tonight is to ask for a deferral for a week on that, so we can actually get citizen input. I'm not sure if the people on 21st Street are aware that we're dealing with this tonight, so I think it would be good to have their citizen input on this.
Thank you for the heads up on that, Dr. Staggers. Anybody else in that? Dr. or Mr. Kavanaugh?
Question.
Go ahead.
Mike, what's the process for sending out notification on that assessment, or maybe Mark?
The street assessment is one that we go through on an annual basis. And to my knowledge, there's not a formal notification process that goes out. The history of this, if you're interested, is that back in 1915, when the city first established a Park and Recreation Board, is when that boulevard was taken over, so to speak, by the city, and the assessment, I think it started out at 10 cents per front foot. That's when it started. And over the years, the city has maintained that annual assessment. I don't think there's ever been a year that we have not done it. In the mid-1990s, there was a initiation by the property owners to bring a higher level of maintenance and beautification to the boulevard. And at that time, there was a request to increase the assessment. I think is it proposed to be 40 cents still? Is that what's on there? I think that's when it was raised to the current level. And since that time, the property owners, to my knowledge, have been very satisfied with the level of maintenance and the level of beautification. But during my time on the Parks Department, we didn't go through and meet with the neighbors on an annual basis, but I am aware that many of them are aware of the annual assessment, and it's my understanding that they're in favor of it, but I haven't heard otherwise.
Mr. Costello?
Councilor Staggers, how do you intend to inform them then?
I'm just going to go around to each house.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Because the last time we dealt with this issue at a city council meeting, we had the same statement being made by the head of the Parks Department that the people favored it. But then there was a couple that was here that didn't exactly agree with that. And so I think it's good that we delay it a week and, give the opportunity for the citizens to come at the next council meeting. And if they don't come, well, that's the way it goes. But if they do come, maybe some will speak in favor, maybe some will speak against, but at least we'll, provide that opportunity.
Mr. Kavanaugh.
Well, I wasn't going to comment on this, but I'm compelled to ask, since we did publish our agenda and put all this in the public domain, I'm wondering, why do we need another week to, certainly if people on that boulevard don't know about this by now, I'm not sure what another week is going to do. I'm not necessarily opposed to it, but it just seems to me that we've already made the effort. We've given them public notice.
Well, I guess what I'm going to be doing is to give them even more notice, a personal notice that this is happening. Instead of having it in the legals, in the newspaper, they'll really know what's going on.
Mr. Costello.
Councilor Staggers, I guess I assume that you'll be fair about that when you notify them of what's next week's meeting, that if we do defer it, and tell them that the level of care will go down if we don't pass that?
Hey, I'm not going to be saying anything about it. I'm just going to say that if a deferral is passed tonight and we do this next Monday, there's a meeting. You can come and express your support or disagreement with this assessment. That's all. I'm not going to present any position at all.
Mr. Brown.
Mike, do you know, is this boulevard, this frontage assessment is unique, right, to this neighborhood only in the city? Or are there other areas that have such a...
I believe this is the only one that we specifically assess an annual maintenance fee over and above what everybody else would pay in the city for a street maintenance fee.
Because of their request to have a higher standard.
It's kind of like a neighborhood park almost, and so the idea is that the people benefiting from it, that live along it, are willing to pay a little more to improve the maintenance and the level of aesthetics. That's been the concept anyway up until now.
Thanks.
Very good. Moving on to number 9 is staff report.
Excuse me.
Chair.
Chair?
Mr. Kavanaugh.
Under open discussion, I just wanted to report that Councilor Knudsen and myself last week met with Whittier Neighborhood Group again, and we continue to work on code enforcement issues. Already we're starting to talk about what we're going to do next spring for the cleanup, making it bigger and better. I should tell you that we had 3 directors there last Thursday night, city attorney, planning director, and our health department director. So I commend the administration for working with this group, and Councilor Knudsen and I will continue to bring you back reports whenever we feel there's something noteworthy to talk about.
Very good. Thanks for that, Kevin. I attended that last year and worked for a good half a day. And if you do it again, my son and I and pickup will show up again with blue jeans and gloves on. So thanks for that hard work. Is there any other business that would be for the good of the order? Hearing nothing, then I'd like to move for adjournment.
So moved.
So moved, Benega. Second, Brown. All those in favor of adjournment, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. The ayes have it. We stand adjourned.